I've been craving cinnamon rolls lately. So today we're making sticky buns, which is basically upside down cinnamon rolls. It's really not that hard, it just takes some time. But I'll show you every step, doing everything in the rice cooker. Let's first warm the milk in the rice cooker. And I'm using all-purpose flour and bread flour to give it that soft and doughy texture, but you can just use all-purpose flour if that's all you have. Now add the yeast to one side and the salt to the other side. Mix each into the flour, then all together. Do not let the salt touch the yeast directly or it will deactivate the yeast. Now lightly scramble the egg. And make sure the milk is still warm but not hot to cook the egg. And add the egg in. Now add the milk mixture into the flour and use a wooden spoon or stiff spoon to mix it. Mix it until there's no more white flour and web starts forming. Then turn it a few times to form a ball. Cover the bowl with aluminum foil or plastic wraps and then set a heavy towel on top of it. Now just set this in a warm area of your house for 2 hours to let it proof. Meanwhile, let's make the caramel. And then bring it to a boil. Now unplug the rice cooker, then remove it and let it cool. And also leave a 1/4 cup of butter at room temperature for later use. After 2 hours, the dough should double in size. You know the dough is ready when you press it and it doesn't spring back right away. Lightly dust flour on a flat surface and pour the dough onto it. And then lightly dust your hand and spread the dough into a rectangular shape. Now you can use a rolling pin if you have it, a bottle, or just use your hand to shape it out. Flatten it until maybe a 1/4 centimeter thick. And then spread the butter all over the surface, leaving about a centimeter at the edge. Now spread the brown sugar on top of the butter. And smoothing it out with your hand. Starting at one of the long end, start to roll it and do your best. It does not have to look pretty. Roll it until the seam is underneath and then even out the shape as much as possible. And we're going to mark the dough for where we're going to cut. So first, mark it in half and then into quarters. And now half those quarters. You can use a straight edge to cut it, or I'm going to use a dental floss, and it makes it so much easier to just give a clean cut. You can also use any strong thread to cut it as well. The caramel should have cooled and hardened. Add the chopped pecans if you are using it, and then just push it down. Arrange the rolls in the rice cooker, try spacing them equally. And cover it with foil or plastic wrap, and we're going to set it to proof a second time for 45 minutes. Again, if you press on the dough, it should not bounce back. The dough should have expanded. And we're ready to bake. Go ahead and put a paper towel on top to catch condensation, and we'll bake it for 2 cook cycles, and that's about 1 hour. For those new to baking in your rice cooker, please pause the video to read these important tips. This is after 2 cook cycles. And looks like we are done. In order to loosen the caramel, we do need to turn on the rice cooker and leave the lid open. Once the rice cooker go into the warm status, use your clean hand and twist and turn the rolls inside of the pot to loosen up the caramel. You need to turn the cinnamon rolls onto a serving plate immediately. If you wait too long, the caramel will harden again and it will not fall out. Oh yeah. How wonderful is this? Would you make this? Does your family eat cinnamon roll? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share my video with everyone you know. If you're new here, I upload a new recipe every Saturday. So don't miss out. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notification when I put out new recipes. And this is best to enjoy when it's hot. It's so delicious. And on the sweetness level scale, this is a 3 sweet tooth scale. If you are still craving more sweets, check out my other videos here or my playlist here.